Here on the Transparent FX Academy, every day I share my best market breakdowns, showing you guys how you have to analyze the market both from a technical and in order flow perspective to see where you can be looking for the next potential opportunities in the forex market. So without further ado, let's go straight to the charts and see which is today's pair. In today's video, I want to speak about gold. Now, why do I want to speak about gold? Because at the moment, we do have quite interesting price action and structure. So what I will be doing is, as usual, providing a complete multi-time frame top-down analysis, starting from the higher time frames, then going down on the lower ones. We will also check what we have from a COT perspective, so commitment of traders, which is basically what the non-commercials and the biggest speculators in the market are doing. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for a potential move here on the pair. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that it just created a quite strong impulse to the upside, followed by this complex correction. Now, generally speaking, after the creation of an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse. And if we do that, what we can see is that at the moment we are testing the 50% of the Fibonacci taken on this monthly impulse. And that is a very good thing. Why? Because before testing the 50%, the market has actually tested at 0.618, which is the golden ratio. So what we can easily identify here is that the market is trying to create, inside of this correction, an inverted head and shoulders by using the Fibonacci levels as the structure levels. So first testing the 50% and printing the left shoulder, 0.618, printing the head, and currently we are trying to create the right shoulder at the 50% once again. Therefore, more continuation to the upside seems quite possible here from a monthly perspective. Considering that at the moment we are entering in a period of high inflation, and obviously gold is supposed to perform quite well in periods of high inflation. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now here in the weekly time frame, we can see that in all this impulse to the upside, there is one candle which is not related to the move, which is exactly this red candle here. Now in general, after the creation of a resistance and structure level like this, after the break above the zone, you expect the market to go and retest this previous resistance or support before then creating and providing a rejection to the upside. So here in the weekly time frame, everything seems quite bullish. We expect the market to test this zone before then starting a continuation to the upside. So also here in the weekly, everything seems quite bullish. Just a quick thing, make sure that you like and subscribe, and also let me know in the comments the topic that you will like in the next video. Going down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now here in the daily, even though monthly and weekly seems quite bullish, here in the daily time frame, all the structure is still bearish. In fact, what we can quickly identify is that the market at this zone has created a previous high, which obviously at the moment is acting as resistance. Therefore, until the market will remain below this zone, from a daily closing perspective, we will have bearish structure on the daily, and therefore looking for a potential longing opportunity with a market that on the daily has bearish structure is definitely not a good idea. Now, if we go and see what we have from a COT perspective, so basically commitment of traders, so what the non-commercials and the big hedge funds, biggest speculators in the market are doing, we can see how lately net positions have been getting bigger and bigger. We went from having 162K net positions up to first 182K, then 190K, and now currently with 195K net positions from the last report, with 1.7K longs added with the last report and 3.3K shorts getting closed, reaching 277K long positions and only 81K shorts. Shorts are getting decreased, longs are getting increased. This is pretty easy to identify. So how we can be looking for a potential setup? Now, the best opportunities in the market come when all time frames are showing the same direction. In this case, as we have already said, the daily is still bearish. So we have to wait for the daily time frame to break above this resistance. Now, if the market will successfully break above this resistance after the break, this previous resistance will be turned support here. So after the break, on the retest of this previous resistance turned support, inside of here, this is where we will be monitoring price action with students from a 4-hour perspective and lower. And we will be waiting for the market to shift from an intraday bearish market, as we will have, to an intraday bullish market. And only if the market will shift from an intraday bearish to an intraday bullish market, only at that point we will be adding gold to our watch list with students. And if the market will provide to us one of our valid entries at that point, we will be looking for a potential long with a good risk to reward and good probabilities at that point for the move to the upside and for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside. But first, we need to see a successful break and close above the structure, retest, and the creation of a valid entry here from the intraday timeframes. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you smash that like and comment below. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. You can also click the link in description that brings you to the mentorship program. It's a very complete program. First, you learn all the rules of my rule-based strategies, and then you trade the strategies with me. Every day, I give you a new daily market breakdown showing you how to apply the strategies with the entry stops and take profits. And you can also ask questions and get the answers the same day with the Q&A session. So it's a very complete program. I really suggest that you go and check it out. The link is in the description, and I will see you in my next video.